everyone, today I am doing an update. I haven't done one of these videos, like a face-to-face video or any sort of update video, since the start of the year. I think March might have been when I last did one, and that was just after I'd moved and just after I'd broken up with Jack. So I thought it was about time to do another one. I am going to be talking about my mental health and depression and anxiety, so just a pre-warning that that's going to pop up in this video. I'm not in the greatest headspace to film this, but I also don't know when I will be because it's been so up and down recently, and now my battery's flashing. Hold on. So I thought I'd just sit down and film it, and just that's how it's gonna go. I'll either get to the end of the video and it'll be fine, or I'll get halfway through and have a stress and then give up and try again another day. So yeah, I'm also playing with a lip balm because I need to keep my hands busy, and that's like the quietest thing to have in my hands right now. I have made a little list on things that I want to update you on, because it's not just mental health stuff, there's other life updates, good things that I wanted to share. But instead of doing lots of like little videos, I thought I'd just do one video. This is what's happening, this is how I am, this is what I plan to do going forward sort of video. I think the best way to explain it is to kind of just start at the start of the year, because 2019 has been a year and a half, to say the least. So obviously in January was like the big meet and stuff like that, and I was down here with my family with Bonnie, and Jack was up north doing his work thing, and I was down here for about a month, so about 3.5 weeks or something, because I was doing all of the big meet prep. I was doing the goodie bags, packing them, sorting deliveries and stuff. So yeah, it just made sense for me to be down here, plus Jack was working, so he wouldn't be about too much up there, so it just time-wise and stuff, it just made sense for me to be down here. I'm trying to keep this as brief as possible because I don't think it needs to be shared on the internet, but I also want to timeline it the best I can. I was down here packing up stuff for the big meet. The big meet happened, some other stuff happened after the big meet, and then Jack messaged me and we started talking about breaking up. So yeah, that was how January / the start of February went. Some of the stuff that happened post big meet was a little difficult for me to deal with at the time of dealing with the breakup, and potentially moving back down south. In very brief, short, condensed version of what happened, someone very close to me showed me another side to themselves, shall we say, and it kind of made me doubt a lot of things. One being the creative community, the place that I work, the place that I love. It just made me doubt a lot of things. Obviously I wasn't in the best headspace because breakup, potential move, all of that sort of stuff, but it also made me kind of withdraw from the community a bit. So there was a lot of massive issues going on at that time. Obviously ultimately me and Jack decided to break up, and I decided to move back down south. When I got here I knew I'd made the right decision. I did find it hard to start with, just kind of when everything was up in the air, and when I didn't have all of my room and stuff set up, that was difficult, and everything was fine. As fine as it could be at that point with everything that just happened. Then I had my birthday sort of time. I kind of relapsed with my mental health. I got very depressed, I was very anxious. A lot of things happened around my birthday which were very difficult to deal with. Thankfully I had Chloe and Anna by my side the whole time. This year they've both had their own struggles, but they have been there for me with what I'm going through for basically any time that I need them. I'm so grateful for them and everything they have done for me this year. Then I had the summer, which was awesome. I kind of perked up a bit, things were good. I still had a few blips, but the good days outweighed the bad days. That's the best way to describe it. I met new people. I realised that I wasn't quite as socially anxious as I thought I was. I actually quite enjoy talking to people and meeting new people. So yeah, that was a good thing to find out. I had the Edinburgh trip at the end of summer. I had lots of good things and opportunities and stuff that kind of pushed me out my comfort zone a bit happen, which was awesome. And then the end of summer has been difficult. I have SAD. I'm definitely sure that is part of me. I know that I mentioned PMDD on my channel before, which I was semi-diagnosed with. The doctor herself wasn't fully like informed about it. She was still figuring it out herself. So she said that yes, that sounds like what I'm dealing with. So it was kind of like a diagnosis, but she still had to figure it out. And then obviously I moved, so I didn't really get much more on that. So I'm still kind of looking into it myself and still trying to figure out the best way to go about finding out more and figuring out how I'm affected by that specifically. But I know for a fact that I do have SAD, and that became very apparent when the clocks went back a few weeks ago. I'd had a bit of a stressful week on the run up to that, just a lot going on, a lot of work to do, and I just felt a bit run down, a bit overwhelmed and a bit like, ooh. Then the clocks went back and it got darker in the evenings, and it was like a switch in my head. I was just sad as soon as I woke up. As soon as like I tried to do something, I just didn't want to. I had zero motivation to do anything. I still struggle with that at the moment, but obviously I had to do stuff. So the past few weeks have been a massive struggle with that side of things. I do have a Lumi light, which is a light therapy light thing. That's not the technical word for it, but yeah, it's a light that you sit in front of. So that is kind of where I'm at with my mental health. I'm struggling. It's not been easy. I'm not going to go into details because I think there's a limit. There's a limit to how much I want to share on my channel. I don't see the need to go into like massive detail, but equally I'm not gonna pretend like everything's hunky-dory and I'm not struggling, because I am. One of the main things I get commented or messaged when I've posted something saying, hey, I'm struggling a bit, sorry about the content being up and down all over the place, is to take a break. Yes, that makes sense. Yes, I do think about taking breaks, but ultimately this is my only job. This is what I do full time, and unfortunately because of algorithms and stuff, if I took a break, if I took a month off, if I took a couple of weeks off where I posted absolutely nothing, I wouldn't have a job to come back to. That is the reality of it, and that is a part of the job that I absolutely hate, the pressures to do stuff, because obviously I'm self-employed, so I can choose my own hours, which is handy for my mental health, but it also means that you're kind of like tied to the algorithms a bit. And I know this all too well because that is the one and only reason that my jewellery shop is no longer a thing. I had a mental health blip. I didn't post on Instagram for I think about 3 weeks or something, 2 or 3 weeks, and that was unfortunately the time where the algorithm kicked in, the new one. I say new, it's been about obviously a few years now, but because most of my customers came from Instagram, I didn't have a shop as such to come back to. Luckily I had the migraine cow stuff kind of rolling at that time, so I just kind of put more time into that. But yeah, I know all too well how taking a break, like a proper switch off break, can damage a business basically. But yeah, I love what I do and I have so many good things to tell you in a minute, which is why I want to push on with it. I do have the motivation to carry on with Migraine Cow, obviously, because this is my happy, and I am lucky enough to do that as my job. I am trying hard to take the evenings off, so I recently got a Nintendo Switch. That was me treating myself with my very minimal savings that I have, but I got a Switch Lite and I have been gaming in the evenings, which has also kind of been my social time because I've not had the money to go out and socialise, so I've been chatting with friends and gaming in the evenings. So yeah, that has been good, and that has been something I've tried to do quite often. Living here has been hard in that sense I love my family to bits, I love them all, but as I'm saying this, my mum is downstairs putting the microwave on, so I'm sorry if you can hear the humming in the background. But things like that where it's like the house just doesn't switch off. Like when I lived up north, obviously Jack was at work and I could just do my own thing. I could film whenever I wanted, I could go and chill downstairs whenever I wanted and put whatever I wanted on the TV. Being back here, this room is my work room, it is my chill room, it's my only kind of quiet room. It's quite isolating being back here, and that is one of the things I am struggling with a bit. That's the issues that I'm kind of dealing with, and it is difficult because then I have to... Bonnie's got more reactive to the door because Hallie, our family dog, is reactive to the door, so that has been a bit of a negative thing, and I've been trying to train her out of that. It's just been very tedious, I think is the best way to describe kind of starting a new routine here, and it does get a lot, it gets too much, and I do have days where I'm just like, I can't do it anymore, I'm just gonna stay in my bed. So yeah, so that's a kind of sum up of this year and where my head's at. Enough of the what is happening in my head right now spiel. I don't want this video to be completely a downer. I do have fun things to share with you, so that's what I'm going to share with you now. To start with, I do want to start vlogging again. I know a lot of you have missed those vlogs. I don't think I'll be able to do weekly vlogs again. I did try a couple of like studio day vlogs in the summertime and that worked okay. It was just timing to edit them and stuff. I didn't have enough time to keep doing them, but I want to get back into doing those, so that is on the cards for at least 2020, possibly before, we'll see. That kind of goes down to how I'm feeling more than anything, because if I'm having a bad day I'm not gonna film it. My Patreon has had a bit of a revamp. I'm incredibly grateful for the support that my patrons have given me throughout this whole year. It's been a bit up and down. Some of the content has been late and I do massively apologise for that, but I have been managing to create it and getting it up there. Some of it has been like late because of me. Some of it has been late because of the internet. Uploading stuff is... I don't think I even want to go there because I'll end up on an internet rant, but it's stressful to say the least. I think our upload speed is not even on 1, it's like 0. I don't even know. I'm kind of curious to see whether it's been quite good recently. The other week when we had like torrential rain and it was thundery and stuff, the internet was on 0.01 for the download speed, and I think it wouldn't even do the upload speed because there wasn't any. So the download speed is 2 and the upload speed is 0.36, so it's a tricky one doing work here, but I'm managing it, and obviously that's why my videos are a bit shorter. This one, however, will probably take me a couple of days to upload. So yeah, Patreon, I'm still going with it. That is actually my main income as such. That's my main job, which is amazing, and I'm so grateful that that is like what I do for a living now. I'm doing a lot more of my own artwork and designs and stuff, so that's really fun. So if you do want to have a look and check out what I've got to offer, I'll have links to that below. But yeah, I've changed things up a bit. I've changed the main, like the biggest tier to a Happy Mail tier, because as much as I loved doing the pocket letters, they were just very time consuming, and by changing things up there a bit, it's given me a bit more time, so I'm not quite so stressed. Hopefully anyway, going forward. November is the first month that I have something a bit different going out to the patrons on that tier. I've not opened it up to any more people yet, but hopefully in time I will be able to open a few more slots on that. So yeah, I'm just kind of settling into it first. So I've been really enjoying Patreon, and I'm just, yeah, it's just been so much fun to create the content each month. So if you do end up becoming a patron, thank you so much. You can also just follow the page for free and you'll be able to like see any updates that are public, because I do post a few public ones. One of the other exciting things is that I've joined the craft / design team. I'm so excited to be creating projects again. I'm sure a lot of you know that I used to do projects for Do Crafts for the magazine, and I also did some stuff for Hobbycraft, but the design team stuff means I'm making projects more consistently, which has been so much fun. I'm still getting in the swing of that as well. Obviously changing things up with my Patreon has allowed a bit more time, so I'm not so stressed with this new stuff. So it's been really nice to have the opportunity to work with Craft Stash, so you might see some of my projects pop up on their social media and stuff. I am an affiliate with them as well, so any Craft Stash links that I share will be affiliate links. So yeah, it's just super exciting, and one of them opportunities that just kind of came at the right time. It was something new. It's something that I've been wanting to get back into doing for a while. The other big-ish update is that I have started to help with the big meat planning again. I'm not doing goodie bags this year. I'm having a break from that. It's a very big job to do by yourself. I did have the help of my family on and off, but in terms of like contacting and stuff, and then sorting the deliveries and then packing them and everything like that, it's a big process. So I thought I'd have a break from that this year because I just don't know where my head's going to be at. But I am going to be involved in the sponsors and the speakers and stuff like that, and kind of just the behind the scenes planning stuff again. So I'm sure I'll share updates on Instagram and stuff like that. The tickets have been sold. It was a sellout again. The only way to get tickets now is to be on the resale list, and the only way to be on that list is to be in the UK Planner Addicts Facebook group. Yeah, I'm super excited to be involved in that again and seeing it all come together. It's going to be happening next summer, which is a little while away, but it's probably going to come around very quick. But yeah, those have been the things that have kind of kept me going through this and kept me thinking positive and kind of realising that I love this community a lot. I love seeing like collaborations happen and people coming together to share ideas. It's just, yeah. My last little update is this one. I know that Rachel, if you're watching this, you have missed Bonnie. She has missed you. Rachel's one of my friends from up north. Her dog Riley was Bonnie's best friend. You know who Riley is, don't you? She met her when she was a puppy, so yeah, we would go on walks together. Do you miss your walks with Riley? Do you? But yeah, Bonnie's doing really well. She's definitely adapted to the farm life. She's figured out the routine a bit better now. I get a lie-in, which is something. I'm not woken up at silly o'clock in the morning. She used to wake up when my dad got up for work, which was like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, which was quite tedious at the start. She loves playing in the garden. She still loves sticks. She has been quite reactive with the door and like if people walk past or if she hears certain noises. I've been trying to stay on top of that a bit and doing a bit of training with her. She's definitely been the best little thing. Kiss kiss. Thanks, just one. That's okay. She definitely misses up north, because if I say the names of people up north like Rachel and Riley, she knows who they are. She's got used to things down here now, so she's a lot more settled. This is definitely her home now. She's not feeling too out of place. So yeah, that's my little life update. I do plan to do some sort of question and answer video at some point. I'll probably make a post on the community tab and Instagram and stuff like that when I'm planning to do it. But for now I thought I'd share a little update here just to kind of say this is how my year has been. I'm doing okay. I am struggling a bit at the moment, but I have lots of things to look forward to and I'm trying to focus on that. Some things might just be a bit up and down, hit and miss every now and again. Right now my main priority is to basically get my income, my job, back to stability again, because obviously I had a couple of months off in the summer, so it's meant my savings and stuff has gone down, and yeah, I just want to be more financially stable, that I'm able to go places. I went to London last week, but that was the first like day out that I'd had in a couple of months, like 1 and a bit months. I'm basically trying to get to a point where I have a bit of spare money each month that I can spend on just kind of going out and enjoying myself. Not like crazy because I don't drink, but like days out to museums and stuff like that, just getting out of the house. Right now it is quite secluded being here 24/7, so in order to fix that I need to get out more, and in order to get out more I need some spare money. So yeah, my main goal is kind of just my career and my mental health at the moment, just kind of getting those two things to mesh right. I want to say a massive thank you to those of you who have supported me all this time. I know many of you have been here years, which is crazy to me because I have been doing this since 2014 or 15. Basically 4 or 5 years, which is crazy. Yeah, a lot of you have been here for the before moving up north, the moving up north, the being up north, and now being back. So thank you. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well and have had a really good 2019, or if like me it's been blippy, I hope it gets better. And I will see you in my next video. For the whole end of that, she was sat on my lap just kind of like flomped over. Don't you just love my leggings as well? These are my just at home leggings because I'm pretty sure there's a hole in the bum. And oh, Bonnie, someone was not impressed with my just at home leggings. I had Edinburgh trip. Bonnie, leave the window. Bon! Thank you. Okay, Bonnie, leave the window!